Hi guys, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name's Daria and today I want to talk about everything spring fashion trends related. I wouldn't say I'm the most trendy person per se, but I've been doing some research the past few days to see kind of what the vibes are going to be like the next few months, and I thought I'd share that with you guys. So I have all the articles that I read linked down in the description box, and I also have some videos from other creators that have talked about spring fashion trends linked down below because I think they did a really good job at explaining kind of what the trendy pieces are going to be like and what they've seen on runways. I'm going to link some pieces that are like affordable, normal person coded down below that I think really suit the trends, because some of the creators that I shared the links to or that I just watch their videos in general tend to have, you know, straight off the runway things, and if you can afford that, I'll 100% support it, but I'm not there yet. So we're gonna link the more affordable pieces down below, and yeah, let's get right into the video. First things first, I tried to make a list of everything that are, you know, more wearable. Some of the trends that I've seen are genuinely not like suited for regular people. You can't pull up to your office looking like some of the trends that I've seen, but everything that I have on my list is, I think, approved for a regular person as I am myself, because some of the things I've only worn to like fashion weeks, and that's not the vibe we're going for. We're going for, you could probably already have this in your closet, and I'm just telling you that maybe you should wear it if you want to kind of vibe. The first one, for example, is high-rise trousers. I feel like everyone has a pair of high-rise trousers. Obviously the rise of pants is very like particular to each person. I'd say stick to your proportions. You obviously would know what works on you better, or if you don't, I'd say experiment. But high-rise trousers have been seen through and through on the runway. I'd say they're more structured pants. I feel like they're a bit more, you know, those structured pants on top, but then they like become a bit more flowy. I think that's more of the vibe that I've seen. I'll put pictures of everything here as I'm talking about them, but yeah, proportions, again, you would know what works best for you, but high-rise trousers are something that I've seen a lot recently, so it's time to pull them out of your closet if you haven't been wearing them already. Second thing is short shorts, and I'm talking like shorts. You know those Miu Miu skirts that have been trending for a bit? Literally the same vibe but short version. I have one that I just bought from Zara. It's this fake leather, obviously, skirt. Well, I guess it's a skirt. It's a skirt in the front and then shorts in the back. As you can tell, this is very short. Again, this is something that you could probably definitely own already. I've been a short skirts gal for a while. I feel like if you're comfortable with wearing them, of course, they just elongate your legs and they make you look leaner, I guess, in a way. But yeah, like I said, kind of like the Miu Miu vibe. Short shorts are very in at the moment, and obviously I think that's going to carry on to summer, but you know, for spring you can wear them with tights or something that makes it a bit more weather appropriate, or maybe I just live in Canada and I have to have tights on. But yeah, short shorts are the second one. The third one is something that's very basic again. It's white dresses. I don't know why particularly white this season is popping off as much as it is, but because to me it's more of a summer color and it's on neutral, so to me it's always been a basic trend, but they're very trendy this year clearly because there's so many variations of them on the runway, and particularly those like, you know, linen type, elegant, I don't want to say old money aesthetic, but like you get what I mean when I say that. Long flowy dresses are particularly what I've been seeing. Even long sleeve ones. There's one that I saw at H&M. I think fits that aesthetic perfectly. But yeah, like I said, white dresses, something you all already own. And yeah, I think it's easy to incorporate something like that in your closet and still stay on trend, I guess, if you will. Okay, the fourth one's on a completely different vibe, and it's metallics. You know those like Zara silver or gold pants that went off a few months ago? It's basically the same thing. It's not just pants, it's also tops, but yeah, it's a completely different vibe from white dresses and neutrals, but I think they're a great way to spice up your outfits. I'm imagining those silver pants with a white tank top, white sneakers to go out for like drinks with your friends, or to go out to a bar or anything of that kind of vibe, I think you can definitely incorporate it into your outfit. Obviously, I've seen a lot of people at fashion weeks wearing metallics, but I'm thinking you're not necessarily going to be at a fashion week anytime soon, nor am I, in 6 months. So until then, for spring, I would say you can even keep it low-key. It doesn't have to be anything big. Metallics on a shirt or anything like that, I think, are going to be seen quite a bit. Okay, the fifth one's going to sound a bit odd, or I don't know what word to say, but it's roses. When I first heard or read about it, I was like, huh? Then I saw photos and I was like, okay, I get what you mean. It's not necessarily just a rose print, but it's also rose details, like those 3D, for example, like chokers with like a rose on it, you know? I feel like those have also been a thing. I've seen it on tank tops and on belts, that kind of vibe. Obviously there's dresses that are like full-on 3D, like roses and just beautiful. Again, we're trying to stay realistic here. I say just slowly incorporate some like rose print, or like even those little tank tops that have like a rose here, I'd say are a very good way to ease your way into this trend if you want to partake. But yeah, floral, I guess is very suited for spring. So yeah, roses are the it flower, I guess, at the moment, and also have been seen quite a bit on the runway. This sixth one, again, is something that is not necessarily office coded, but it's sheer skirts. I think this is definitely one that I've seen a lot already. Some companies make, you know, the matching sheer top and sheer skirts, and then you just can wear it with like a bodysuit or something under. If you wear like an oversized blazer on top of a sheer skirt, so it can, you know, cover up a little more, I think that's a perfect going out outfit, or even going to brunch with the girls if it's like a cuter day type of vibe. Trying to see if I said anything more about it, but yeah. Obviously, if you're going on a trip or something, I feel like sheer anything is perfect, and even sheer tops were a thing last summer. But yeah, sheer skirts are having their moment for spring. The seventh one is more of a masc femme, like masculine feminine type of look. I feel like this has been a thing since forever, at least in my eyes. I'm not the most like girliest of girls. I'm definitely like more towards girly, but I always like to dress, like to use one element of my outfit to make it a bit more dressed down or a bit more masculine. I don't want to say anything's necessarily masculine or feminine. Like, obviously do whatever you want, but I'd say making your outfit not 100% girly and adding something that's a bit more edgy or a bit more casual or like structured in a, I don't know how to say this in a masculine way, is definitely something that I've been noticing and confirmed by Vogue. So masculine, feminine, you know, play around with it a little bit. I think it's always good to build your outfit not necessarily on one specific vibe. Like, you know those aesthetics that have been trending recently, like coquette and like whatever? If that's your thing, then totally do it. But I feel like if you want to, you know, have your own type of vibe, type of style, it's always good to, I always said mess around with, to play around with masculine and feminine items and kind of mix and match them for a more interesting kind of vibe that's more you. You know what I mean? We already reached the last one, and it's corporate slash business casual looks. I'm not really talking like I'm going to my 9-to-5 corporate looks, more elevated looks, I guess, but that are more dressed down. So for example, those waistcoats with matching pants, I think were the perfect way to describe this trend, or at least this trend in my eyes. Obviously those pieces you can mix and match with other things, and you can for sure find them in your closets already. So yeah, again, this is something that it's easy to work with. You can interpret it however you'd like, but more structured outfits, and I think matching sets, like I was saying, even a matching like suit with like top and bottom, you can totally dress it down with like a t-shirt and sneakers, and you don't have to do anything to your look really, as long as it looks more like put together, I think it totally fits into this trend. But yeah, we've reached the end of the trends, and I'd say what I'm taking from this, like my personal conclusion, is that the pieces tend to be a little bit more timeless and structured and elevated this season. Obviously the metallics and the roses are a bit more like the wow factors, but everything else that I've talked about, at least, obviously like I said, there's like trends that are a bit more out there that I didn't really feel compelled to talk about in my video. Everything I've talked about is very realistic, things that I own already. And yeah, not that I'm the most trendiest of people, I tend to pick out more timeless things. Not to say that I haven't jumped on trends, because believe me, I have so many pieces behind me that I'm like, girl, why the hell did you buy this? And most of the time the answer is like, it was trendy at that point. But yeah, don't feel a need to have to stick to any trends. Do what works best for you. Obviously, you know your proportions, you know what style of clothing fits you best. I say don't get like peer pressured into jumping on some trends. And yeah, I feel compelled to talk about this because I work in a very forever changing industry, and you know, by next year you probably won't be wearing some of the things that you like are in style this year. I think it's important to, you know, not feel the need to stick to trends. Some of them, skip out on them. And yeah, try to stick to timeless pieces. Think twice about your purchases. I'm saying this, but believe me, I'm also on the sometimes impulsive bandwagon. So yeah, it's really something I'm trying to work on. I feel like overconsumption is such a common thing nowadays that I'm really trying to pull back as much as I can. That being said, the trends I talked about today, like I said, were not so out there that you're like, well, where am I gonna wear this? And probably by next year I won't regret wearing most of them, but we'll never know. I guess we'll see by then. But yeah, that's it. Like I said, everything I researched, linked down below, all the creators, all the articles, and all the links that I have below are there for every single piece that every single trend that I talked about is linked down below. But yeah, I wanted to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.